Hi everyone and welcome to our new community TCAL Tunisian crochet along. This is our crochet along from our channel members. So they decide what will happen in this crochet along. This will be a blanket. We will be doing a big blanket. So thanks at the moment to all our channel members for supporting us and for voting and so on. So I'll put the links in the description box and you can see the pros or the benefits of the channel membership. So you're completely welcome to join and to vote and to get more benefits. But at the moment, I will show you the color gradient. So I chose to work with our organic merino yarns. These are our handmade color gradient yarns. We're doing them ourselves. And this is a series. So it will start, the first part will start with merino blue and it's going to gray. And then from gray to white. So the third yarn cake is still gray and white, but more white. The fourth yarn cake will be a little bit of gray and then nearly white. And the fifth yarn cake will be totally white. And then we've got a contrast or contrasting color, and this will be tangerine or tangerine. Yeah. So we will be working with this, and I'm using a Tunisian crochet hook. This is from Knit Pro, and you will need a cable, and they're coming with a stopper already. If you like, you can work also with TCAL. We can provide also TCAL. I will link also everything in the description, and I don't know what our channel members will decide, but maybe we will knit some stitch markers. This depends on the type of stitch pattern they choose or they wish, and we will be using a tapestry needle for sewing later. Yeah, so at this point, if you would like to have a different color gradient or a different material, so we've got model mix, we've got cotton mix or organic cotton, so please feel free to message us and we will do your custom gradient. You can choose 2-ply to 6-ply, so you can decide which thickness you would like to work with, and we will create especially for you the design, the gradient set you would like, and also you can change the contrasting yarn, of course. So it's totally up to you what you would like to have. Just let us know and we can do this. Yeah, so let's get started. So here you go. This is our first yarn cake, and I will work with a 4-ply thickness. It's great for a blanket. You will get fast results, great for hands and the crochet hook. We're going to unravel the yarn cake from the outside, and the gradient matches the blanket blocks. The cakes are numbered, so you will know when to grab the right one. The channel members chose a very simple stitch for the beginning, so that's great. This way I can explain the basics for Tunisian crochet, and afterwards we will see which beautiful stitches will be voted for. So let's unravel some yarn. If you see such short strands, so that's not a broken yarn cake. These strands are just there from the color change, so you will see it later when you will have the next color in your yarn cake. Leave a longer yarn tail for sewing later. Now let's create a simple knot. For this, create a circle. Put the long strand under the circle and pull this strand through the circle. Okay, so this way you get a loop. Insert the hook through the loop and then tighten. Now let's chain 20 stitches. For this, yarn over and pull the yarn through the loop. Number 1. Now again, yarn over and pull the yarn through the loop. Number 2. yarn over, and pull through. Number 3, 4, 20, and one more for the height. So 21 stitches at all. This is the width of our block, and now we're going to pick up all the stitches in this chain. So when crocheting the Tunisian crochet, it's a little bit different than usual crochet. You have first to pick up all the stitches and then to crochet them. Okay, so now let's go from the hook through the second stitch, stitch through, yarn over, and pull up a loop, and then leave it like this. Then we're going through the next stitch. Insert your hook, yarn over, and pull up a loop. Leave it like this, and one more time. Through the stitch and pull up a loop. And we're going to do this now through all the stitches in this chain. And this is how it looks like. So we picked up all the stitches. Now we're going to crochet all the stitches backwards in this row. And when crochet the Tunisian crochet style, actually it's always working the same. So first yarn over and pull the yarn only through the first stitch. And then yarn over again and pull through 2 stitches. And this will be, or this will stay this way until the end. So always yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2. And this is our base row. And what you can see now are these vertical bars. They are typical for Tunisian crochet, and you will see them, or you can recognize this way that it is Tunisian crochet. And now we're going to crochet the Tunisian crochet basic stitch, and I will show you how to do that. For this, go under the vertical bar, then yarn over and pull up a loop and leave it like this. Then go under the next vertical bar, yarn over and pull up a loop and leave it like this. And repeat this all the time insert or go under a vertical bar and then pull up a loop. Now we're at the last stitch, and it will look better if you go under the vertical bar and also under the back bar and then pull up a loop. So this will give a nice edge or edging. And yes, so these are all the picked up stitches. And then you will do again the same for crocheting backwards. You yarn over and pull the yarn through the first loop only, through one loop, and then yarn over and pull all the way through two. Yarn over and through two. Yarn over through two. So, and this is the first row of basic Tunisian crochet, and actually we will do all the time this Tunisian crochet stitch until you see the next purl in your yarn. So we will pick up all the stitches under the vertical bar and then we will crochet them backwards as shown before. And this is how my work looks like so far. So that's the basic Tunisian crochet stitch. And I will show you how much yarn I've got left to the next purl. So these are my leftovers. So it's just a feeling when to start casting off, and this is what we're going to do now. I'm going to cast off with single crochets. And for this, I'm going under this vertical bar and also through the stitch in between. So this will give you a nicer look. And this stitch in between, you can see it all the way between these bars. So that's an extra V. And then you yarn over and pull up a loop. You've got 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2. And that's a single crochet. So this will give you a nice edging on top. So one more time, under the vertical bar and through the V in between. yarn over, pull up a loop. You've got 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through 2. And then you're going to repeat this across the row until you've got 1 stitch left. I will show you how to crochet the very last stitch. So, and this is how our edging looks like. So this is actually perfect when finishing Tunisian projects, like also of course blankets, but also clothes or scarves or whatever you would like to wear, or for the kitchen. So it's great. And now we're going to do the last stitch, and we're going to change colors, and I will show you how to do that. For this, just leave a longer tail for sewing and cut the yarn. Now we're going to use our contrasting yarn, and first let's start to crochet the last stitch. For this, I'm going under the vertical bar, but also through the back stitch to get a nicer look, and then pull up a loop. But don't finish it with the blue yarn. Take the contrasting yarn and finish this stitch with the new color. So just yarn over and pull it through. And then you just turn your work and tie a very simple knot, just a simple knot with these two short strands. Yeah, just make sure your work does not jump around and then just tie a very simple knot. So this is how it looks like now, and finishing the last stitch with the new yarn will avoid steps. So that's great when changing colors. And yeah, so that's actually part 1. This was your voting, your wishes, and I was very happy to do this tutorial and to crochet the Tunisian style. If you've got any ideas for new patterns, for new stitch patterns in a Tunisian style, please let us know, and we will start a new voting, and I'm very excited about the new parts. So have a great time, have a great week, and happy crochet, folks. Bye bye.